right, welcome everybody. It is time for another edition of Overtime with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics. We're right here from Scoreboard's Restaurant. Coach.
Yes, sir.
2-0 in conference play, my man, in football. How about that? And that's big unbelievable.
Number, big number.
And look, and that's awesome because Prairie View talked their noise before they came here, saying Southern's next and what have you. But yet, Southern University, for the second game in a row, our offensive line pushed their D-line all around the football field.
Yeah, I like the way that our football team came out and took care of business. And, a sign of a good team is not get caught up in the hype.
Yeah.
And make sure that you're prepared out there on the field. And I think that Coach Odoms, once again, did a great job of making sure that his team just zeroed in on the business at hand. You know, they came out, ran right down the center of our field and talking noise to our guys. And that's fine, good pattern for the game, but that don't win a game. And
that's right.
And so Coach kept saying the message all to get the job done on the field, and so they definitely did.
That's right. We got some pictures of the game, too, right here of that Prairie View A&M game as Southern University goes 2-0 in conference play. But more importantly with that, too, that is big for the division. Now we're 2-0. That means Pine Bluff has to hope that we lose games. Prairie View also hopes that we lose games. There's little Darius Skelton right there with the football. Darius, again, another day of and look at Benjamin Harris. He has absolutely been one of the guys he is second in tackles. That Rover back is second in tackles on the football team. He's unbelievable. And then Barajas named the SWAC special teams player, a 46-yarder against UAPB, and now he gets a 44-yarder against Prairie View A&M. That guy's got a leg.
Yeah, no question about it. And a lot of times when you win ball games, it's the small things, and I think our special team has really improved when you start looking at, back from Matt Neese and all the other games that we have played. And so I think that they have done a great job. They continue to get confidence, and it's good for him to win that special team award. It was fitting for what he have done and how much improvement the whole unit has made.
Jared Sam just walked in the building. Does he have any eligibility left? We can make him a tight end maybe or something?
Well, I'm sure Coach Woods will take away from that and say get him back on the court and make him be a 4-5 man. So that's not even a point of conversation right now.
Coach Woods just did a block right there in front of me.
You talk about football. He said that's a basketball deal right
basketball,
there.
Basketball, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
No question about it.
Well, we're on our way back to Dallas, Texas this weekend. It's the Texas State Fair showdown. Again, it's the last weekend of the Texas State Fair, so it's going to be crowded, no question about that. But it's going to now be a beautiful day in the city of Dallas, Texas. And not only we got a game going over there, but the Overtime Series live in person with this guy is going to Dallas at a big recruiting hotbed in the state of Texas and the city of Dallas.
Yeah, no question about it. Dallas always hosts us well. We got great alumni in that area, and they're one of the, I would say, one of our elite alumni chapters, and they do a great job. And so we're looking forward to seeing all our alumni friends and friends of Southern University at the Overtime Series on Friday, start at 7 o'clock. And so we're excited about that. We're excited about the other events, the tailgating events that the alumni chapter, Dallas alumni chapter is having before the game, and then the young alumni is having something Saturday at the House of Blues after the game. And so we ask everyone to pay attention to social media and party with a purpose at all these events and support these Jaguars and these Jaguar events. But Overtime Series is another fundraiser that we started a year ago. And that when we go into different cities, we bring all our fans together so we can socialize and have a good time while we raise funds for our student athletes.
And you said it, Coach, you said that you felt that, and now switching it to volleyball, you felt that volleyball was going to be a big team this year. How about a big win over UAPB at Grambling State?
Oh, man, that gym was rocking.
Ooh.
That gym was rocking, and a shout out to Coach Jacobs and her squad. She's doing a very good job. And I just felt like, and we kept saying that they'll be competing for a championship, and we find ourselves competing for a championship this year. And we need to continue to support them. That gym get very loud.
Yes.
And we have those courtside seats now, and a lot of times our own student athletes lead the charge, sitting right there on the floor and giving the opposing teams a lot of heck. So we're very excited about that, and we want to. Home court advantage means something. And I got an email shared with me the other day from an alum that graduated in the 60s and said that was one of the better football games that she felt the energy, and that our student body, like old days, had a great time. The band was playing. We had great activations around the game, and they said they really enjoyed that game. And so when they refer back to the old times, she said it was like old times. That means something to me. And it got my attention, and that's what we want all our games to be about. And first of all, I want to, give a chance to thank our students, because they've been great. They've been packing the stadium in the student section. We've been having to use some of the overflow. The block party they attend has been great. Mr. Dunbar, SGA president, is a great leader for them, and we appreciate our students more than ever, and they cause the excitement for these occasions, and we're thankful for that.
But also too, causing excitement, our staff has caused excitement too, because of the fact that when Southern comes out, the pyrotechnics is unbelievable. The fireworks that go off in the stadium, and after the game is all that stuff. That's all fun. That's what the big teams do, and we do it here at Southern University as well. It's fun for everybody. I mean, even me, a grown-up kid, loves that, to see that big time.
Well, you have to invest. So when we first started talking about it in our senior staff meeting, I say, we have to do this and put it in the hands of LaShunda. We all talked about it at the table, and she got the cost for me. And I said, I don't know how we're going to pay for it, but we're going to do it. And so we're thankful for our sponsors that step up to the plate to give us the chance to pay for these activations for our student athletes and make us have a big time atmosphere as it relates to football and ushering it into all our events right now.
All right, now you talk about stepping up to the plate. I'm telling you right now to step up to the free throw line. It's time to buy your season tickets now for women's basketball and men's basketball. We've got a poster up here. Here's the official poster of that. We want you to be able to step up to the free throw line and hit up. There it is right there. United We Reign. And there's the schedule for Southern men and women's. And we're going to be talking to Coach Sean Woods here in just a moment about the schedule coming up. But there it is right there. Time to get those season tickets bought.
Yeah, we need you to call the ticket office, 225-771-3171, and get those tickets right away. I mean, and even if you can't make the games, we have discounted packages right now, and it's all about supporting the teams, and those money go right back into we buying new goals. We are creating this new wave of excitement for our student athletes, having this not the block party for football, but the pre-prep rally before the game, and turn our own students to Jaguar crazy like the Cameron crazy. So we're excited about that, but we need to support them. I mean, we got a good product out there on the floor. Coach Funch is coming off a championship run, so I'm excited about this year as well.
And we must be the late great Tommy Green must be talking about us and watching Coach Sean Woods, because a couple of times now I wanted to call him Tommy Green today. I don't know why I want to do that. And I've known Coach Woods now for a while, and I wanted to call him Tommy Green. He's looking down on us.
Well, Tommy, I watched them practice a little bit, and Tommy say we was practicing, and when I first came as assistant coach, and we was running the break, they was going up and down, and we had our two guard that in their system got a lot of shots. And the kid came down and he made 1 3, and we stole the ball, it came back down, and he shot another 3. Tommy blew the whistle. Woo! What did you do that for? He said, Coach, I was open. He said, no, why you missed the layup? It was a 3-pointer. He called it, why you missed the layup? So that's the same type of energy that Sean carries out there on the floor as well. And so I'm excited about, that open court style of play and forcing the team to play fast this year as well.
Now, Coach Sean Woods is coming up right here next as we continue with the overtime series with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics. We'll be back from Scoreboards Restaurant right here on Pelican Sports TV.
nation of hardworking Americans, and businesses will always be the lifeline of this great country. As a business owner, you understand the importance of your reputation. In times of uncertainty, you need a real lawyer who's serious about protecting you and your business. You need a problem solver. You need the law firm of Clayton and Fruget. Tony Clayton is a proven trial lawyer. He'll defend you and your business to the fullest extent of the law. Protect your investment and call the law firm of Clayton and Fruget today.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score. Because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never ever frozen chicken fingers. Craveable cane sauce. Crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Official chicken of Southern University.
Ram pickups. We'd rather sell them than move them.
It's Salisbury's Ram Power Days.
All 19 Ram Bighorn pickup trucks, $11,000 off.
That's right. All 19 Bighorns in stock, $11,000 off.
Get them now at Salisbury's Chrysler,
Dodge,
Jeep,
and Ram in Baton Rouge.
When you play the Louisiana Lottery, you may not see where your dollar goes. To the potential it nurtures. To the future it fuels. But with every dollar you spend, you're supporting K-12 public education. Even if you don't see the change you're making, our students do. Thank you for giving us a reason to smile.
All right, welcome. You see, I could smell it. Not only can I smell the delicious boiled seafood here at Scoreboard's Restaurant, which you can get right here every day, but especially the boiled crabs, the boiled shrimp with the corn and potatoes, and the it's just so, and the sausage too comes with it. But I could smell March Madness already, baby. Sean Woods right here, basketball coach here in the overtime series with athletic director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar athletics, Coach. Before you know it, my man, and y'all have been practicing already. Now, one thing I've noticed already, you got 2 seniors on the team, 1 graduate, okay?
Right.
And then you've got 14 out of his 18 players. You got 18 players on the team that I see on the roster right now. 14 of those 18 are 6'2" or better. We got some length on that team.
And brand new.
Yeah, and brand new. So really what happened last year, you could throw it out.
Right.
Because now it's a new day and age. You said that. You wanted to bring, and you know, the philosophy, and I'll let you explain that. Why is it so important? You know, in your first year, you've got the team that you inherited. Mm-hmm. Now when you get in a second time, it's a whole new different beast. Why is it important to get your players in there?
Because you got to get players that match your style of play. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Their game match what you like to do. And the main thing is you got to get guys that love basketball, that is tough. And we've been fortunate enough to get guys that have chips on their shoulders. And we call ourselves Second Chance U because they may not made it at one place. Now we're getting where they're more hungry and have less time to get it done. So it's less, riffraff, and they just want to be great basketball players because everybody wants to be a pro, but also everybody wants to win championships.
No question about that. That's the key. If you get in there just to have fun, and it's great to have fun, but you got to have the championship ambitions. You got to have it.
No doubt about it. And I coach too hard for you not to love it. If you don't love playing basketball and you want to be great at it, I'm the wrong guy to play for.
That's exactly right. Now, would you think with the length that you have, so that means it's a half-court game, or it's...
No. We're going to play half-court when we have to play half-court, but we're going to try to speed this thing up as fast as possible. And the one thing about our style of play, which when you come watch us play, it's going to be entertaining because of the pace. And like Coach Banks said, we play an open style, dribble drive type of offense where we have a lot of skilled guys out there that are real good dribble, pass, and shoot type of guys. So it's going to be a little different than what you've seen in the past, especially in our league. But it's fun to play, and it's definitely going to be fun to watch. And my plan is for it to produce winning results.
Right. And the reason that you move so fast is because of the fact don't get the chance for the opponent's defense to set up, because you get those old Wisconsin teams that bore you to death with a 42-41 game, but with you running and gunning like that, that's not going to be the case.
Well, no doubt about it. But on the other end, though, we are solid up the line defensively, make you take tough shots, but we want to push it back at you as fast as possible. And we're going to be a fun team to watch. We got some skilled guys and some big guys that can actually get the ball off the glass and push it themselves, and that makes us play even faster. So practice has been going pretty good. It's so daggone competitive that's one thing I don't have to teach is effort. And all these guys want to play. We got all these new guys, and they're trying to jockey for position, which is a good thing for me as a coach.
Now, I was going to ask you that. Have you come up in your mind your starting five already?
It changes every couple, 2-3 days. Matter of fact, Coach Kirshner was in practice today, and also the baseball coaches, and I just told him, because the white team beat the blue team today, which the blue team is supposed to be the first team, and the white team is the second team.
Wow.
Well, the white team beat them today. And I just looked over to them. It's like, yeah, that white team got me. I said, yeah. I said, we probably have 15 starting lineups throughout the course of the season. But that lets you know how good you are and how everybody's. When there's not one guy like last year. Sometimes looking down that bench was like looking down Elm Street. Now, every time I put in a player, he may be different, but he's going to bring us something that's going to be productive.
I like to always watch when I'm doing the play-by-play on the other side of the court. I always like to watch the way the coach thinks. And what goes through your mind when you know that a player it's time for that player to come out?
Well, the body actions, are they getting to that spot at that particular time, or sometimes they just may make a couple turnovers that their mind might not be in the game, and or miss a couple shots. You can just tell by body language. It's time to take them out a little bit, let them think about it, and then get them back in.
Because a guy, we got to remember too that these players are young kids still.
Oh, no doubt.
And when they make a mistake, they get frustrated, and that's when the fouls come. That's when more turnovers come. And I always watch you, and I said he knows exactly, and I say it on the air, you know exactly when it's time to take that player out.
Well, it's a feel. You know what I mean? You're not going to continue to let the kid, even though he's trying his best, okay, but not continue to hurt the team. Sometimes you may have to just come out, sit out a little bit, think about it, relax a little bit, let somebody else come in, let a coach talk to him on the bench and tell him what he's doing that he may not see. Then put him back in, and hopefully we get a different result.
I want to bring this basketball poster back up with the schedule on it. The first game starts on Friday, October 25th, F.G. Clark Activity Center, Wiley College.
Yes.
And that's coming up just a couple of weeks from now.
Right, and they're an NAIA team that's always pretty competitive. We had a tough match with them last year. We finally pulled it out. But it's always a great start to start with somebody your first game as an exhibition or a scrimmage. That's going to give you some great competition to see where you are. And I tell you what, our guys been going at it against each other for so long right now. They're thirsty to play against somebody else.
And another game right there at the F.G. Clark on Wednesday, November the 6th against Loyola. Right there at the F.G. Clark.
Another NAIA team that's going to be very competitive also. They got a bunch of guys coming back. So it'll be two pretty good tests for starting off before we start in the regular season.
A couple of Murray State at Race Arena. Then you also got Nebraska right there at Pinnacle Bank Arena. And tell us about the matchups with Omaha, also Loyola Marymount, and stuff of that nature.
Well, that's part of an MTE event that's going to be out in Nebraska. So Nebraska's the host team. We'll play them first. Win or lose, then we'll be matched up with either IUPUI, Omaha, or Loyola Maryland.
And then, of course, Tulane at Fogelman Arena.
Looking forward to that. That's great timing. Thank Coach K for that, Coach Rodney Kirshner for that, because the Bayou Classic is that Saturday, and we want all our fans to stay from the Bayou Classic to come over to Tulane and give us some help beating them on Sunday at 2 o'clock.
That's right. And then a fun trip, I think, is going to be at Butler. The Butler Bulldogs have proved that they're, their team that had been, in the NCAA tournament, making some, some deep appearances in the NCAA tournament. But a chance to go to Hinkle Fieldhouse where they had the movie The Hoosiers.
Well, to believe it or not, that's home for me.
Yeah.
I played my last high school game in Hinkle Fieldhouse. We play our sectionals, regional, and semi-state there. So I'm very familiar, and also it's only 6 blocks away from my house. Is it
still the same?
Same building.
So it hadn't changed at all?
They might add a little wrinkle here or there, but it's still same old historical Hinkle Fieldhouse.
Wow.
Yeah.
And, and we love basketball here in Louisiana and all that stuff, but, man, Indiana and Kentucky, man, they breathe
We
basketball.
call it Hoosier hysteria,
Yeah.
A lot of great players, a lot of great high school teams have come from the great state of Indiana.
No question about that. Then, of course, obviously, Saturday, January 4th, it's when the SWAC starts at Houston, Texas, against Texas Southern, and then at Prairie View. So right off the bat, Texas 2 swing, too tough place to play. As I always say, it's tough to play at Texas Southern, but then at Prairie View, sometimes it can dull you a little bit to sleep the way that atmosphere is, but then when it gets you.
Well, yeah, and we got 2 great tests on the road, opening up SWAC play. So, our guys are looking forward to it. It's a different team, it's a different mindset, and the beauty of our team right now is they don't know who's good, who's not, who's great on the road, who's not. So that's good. They don't think about the past of being hard to play in that Texas swing. They just want to go play games.
Right.
And they look at everybody like they're the same, like they're good enough to get beat.
Yeah, it's starting that old mentality. Start 1-0.
That's
Just
right.
think about the game coming up, not the game 2 games down or 3 games down, because you come back and play 2 tough games with Jackson State and Grambling before that. But talk about the team right now, because you've got brand new players on this basketball team. What is it, 12 new players?
12 new players.
And tell us about it. Is there anyone that's stepping up that's going to be the leader on this team, the vocal leader?
I'll tell you what, Jaden Sadler too is the guy. You know what I mean? He's still the straw that stirs the coffee. But he's got, last year it was all about him. He didn't have that much help. Now he's so happy that he's got other guys that's just as good that can relieve him a little bit. Our guard play is going to be strong as ever with Monteese Blake, junior college transfer from Miami-Dade, averaged 21 points a game. We have a hometown guy that played at Scotlandville that went off and came back that's going to be playing, that gets to start playing the end of the semester, and LaMarcus Lee, who's doing quite well now, really getting all the kinks out. He set out a year or 2. And then we also got a couple transfers. We got Micah Bradford, who's from a transfer from Valparaiso, really shifty, nifty point guard. Also, we got Ashante Silvers, who was a transfer from Siena, who's a good, big, strong, 200-pound, 210 guard that can score with the best of them. So our guard play is going to be great. And then we got a transfer from Cal State Bakersfield, and Darius Williams, who you're going to really like. He's 6'9", a motor like no other, very talented, high major level kid. And then we got another big kid, from Cal State Northridge, and big fella, Amel Kokovic.
Yes,
okay,
6'10",
6'10", and you gonna like him too because he's different. He's kind of European a little bit, can step out, pick and pop, really burly guy that you can throw the ball to and go get a bucket. And then we have probably, which I thought was the best player in high school in the state of Louisiana last year from Sophie B. Wright, and DJ Demario Burns, 6'6", 4'3" guy that's probably going to be, has the potential to be the next best, next NBA guy come out of Southern University. The potential is that high.
The biggest question I have for you, one last question.
What's that?
How many sleepless nights do you get before the season starts? A lot.
I'm already looking like it probably. I ain't shaved, need a haircut, ain't had time because it's been all about basketball.
That's
but
right.
It's been fun, and this is why I do it, because this is who I am.
That's exactly right. It's going to be a fun season. I promise you that, folks. So, Coach Sean Woods, thank you, my brother.
Thank
As
you.
always, man. You're
No
the
doubt
best.
about it.
You are the best. Can't wait to watch him this year. Coming up, we're going to be talking about soccer. We got Coach Futno coming up, and we'll be talking about the Ag Center a little later on in the program. That's all coming up right here. It's Overtime Series with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics. I'm Chris Powers, right here from Scoreboards Restaurant on Pelican Sports TV.
Family road trips just got a whole lot easier. The 2018 Nissan Rogue. Now with Nissan Intelligent Mobility, featuring technologies like available ProPilot Assist, which helps keep an eye on the road ahead and helps you stay centered while you're turning this lane into memory lane. Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
CareSouth offers a wide range of comprehensive medical, behavioral health, and dental services. On behalf of the staff and board of directors, we want to thank the Parish of Ascension, East Baton Rouge, and Iberville for allowing us to serve you. Come out to any of our locations where family is serving families.
I can still remember Charlotte's first day of kindergarten like it was yesterday. Now, she's heading off to college. So how are you feeling?
I'm nervous. I'm also really excited.
You know you're the first McKernan to not go to LSU in decades. Promise me this, you'll wear purple and gold at all the UT football games.
Dad.
Letting go isn't easy, especially for this Louisiana dad, but our children know family is always there for them. Just like when our clients come to us for help, they'll always be part of the Get Gordon family. We want to be your lawyers for life.
Call 888-8888.
Preparing a meal. It's a lot like preparing for a game. It involves hard work, the right plan, and attention to detail. Great food, that's our passion. A taste of Louisiana, handcrafted from scratch. Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Home, away, any game day. At Walk-Ons, we'll help you do game day right.
What's the most important aspect of event hosting? Location. This is something that Bell knew from day one. That's why we're located in downtown Baton Rouge, across from the convention center, close to LSU, and right by the river. So with a friendly staff, award-winning cuisine, and a massive conference center of 10 rooms and 24,000 square feet capable of fitting more than 2,000 guests, what we offer is just as important as where we are.
All right, welcome back, everybody, right here to Scoreboard's Restaurants. It's overtime with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics, and we turn our attention to soccer. Got Coach Jeremy Futno on the show.
How you doing?
How's it going, Coach?
Great.
Good. I like the shirt, the official shirt, Under Armour shirt with the Southern Soccer logo right there.
Yes, sir.
That's nice. I like that big time. Well, you and I were just talking off air how fast the fall just goes by just like that.
Yes.
It just seems like we just started a couple of days ago. You got some big games coming up, some big matches coming up on Friday, October 18th at 4 p.m. You'll be at Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Correct.
And then you got Grambling State on Sunday, October 20th at Grambling.
Yes, sir. I think this weekend for us is a do or die weekend. I told the girls this week we have 5 games left. We need to win 4 out of those 5 and to make it to the tournament.
Yeah.
Not for sure how the standings going. Don't really look at it, but that's why I believe that we put ourselves in the hole. So I think these 5 games we have to win 4 out of the 5.
No question. This is really y'all playoff.
Correct.
This is really the Jaguars playoff right here. Because as you mentioned, now 2 of the last matchups that you have, the 5 matchups you've got, 2 of them are played at Jaguar Park here in Baton Rouge against Mississippi Valley State on Friday, October 25th, and Sunday, October 27th against the Alcorn State Braves.
Correct. That'll be senior weekend. We'll do a senior and family weekend, and we'll have a pink game that weekend too. So it'll be a big weekend. Hopefully we are playing for something by that weekend, so it should be exciting.
Right. What have you learned from your team so far, thus far in the season?
The biggest thing this season was the fact that we had a few upperclassmen injured earlier, so we had to play our younger girls, and the way they adjusted between now and then, it's been amazing. You know, you don't want to bring all your freshmen and have to have them starting, like talking about, but I mean, they have improved big time from the beginning to the where we at right now. So that was the biggest thing in this year, being that our upperclassmen was injured, and now they're starting to come back, and now we're trying to put that mix together.
And the good news is with that, in every sport, the more playing time you get, the better experience you get. Right. I mean, you get better on down the line with the more experience.
Right, and if you look at it, these last few games, I only been starting 3 seniors, one junior, and the rest of them been sophomore and freshmen. And so the talent that we are bringing in and the way they are building themselves up and putting these things together, I think is amazing. And we just have to get a few wins, and once we get to the tournament, like I told on the digest the other day, is we get to the tournament, everything wide open. It's basically a new season.
That's why I'm always interested, and I'm hoping that one day the SWAC changes that to where when you're doing a tournament, everybody makes the tournament.
Yeah.
That's what makes March Madness great.
Yeah.
That's why basketball is so big, because everybody can make. You can have a 16 seed upset a number 1 seed.
Correct.
And that's what makes it so great. So in my case, a conference tournament, everybody should make the tournament. If it's a single elimination, that's fine.
That's what last year we was number 8 seed, played Howard, and the number 1 seed. We took them. They beat us 2-0 the first game. We took them to double overtime the second game, and that was by the penalty kick with like 4 seconds left. So like it was big, and we know we're a better team from last year. So we just have to put those things together.
When you look at your team right now, how many seniors do you have on your team?
We have 9 seniors. 9 seniors. Like I say, right now we have like 3 or 4 starting every game. So and then the rest of them, like 1 junior, and the rest of them sophomores and freshmen.
How many minutes does one player get? I mean,
most of my players average about 50 to 60 minutes.
Wow.
Out of a 90-minute game.
And that's running up and down.
Yeah, we hope they run up and down. That's the plans. That's the plans, to make them run up and down. But we have a 27 team roster, so if we need a sub, we can use it and give them a little break, and then come back in later on in the game and finish it off.
Your last game is going to be at Jackson State. That is going to be on Friday, November the 1st. That's not far away at all from Baton Rouge, so that's a chance for the Jaguar Nation to make their way over to Jackson, 2 hours away.
And that's actually depending on how we do the first 4 games before that. That game will be a big game for us, being that both of us are fighting for that spot to get in the tournament and everything. So it will be a big game. So it all depends on which team have the most healthy players, and also who wanted more.
There's no doubt about that. Tell us about the fan experience going to Jaguar Park and sitting there and watching the Jaguars play soccer.
I mean, it's been amazing since the first day I made it. The first year, I think we averaged around 20 or 30 people, and that was just the parents and my family. And now we are averaging over 100. The football team come, baseball team, all sports are coming when they get a chance, and it's been amazing lately. We're looking at over 100 fans come a game. So that's been exciting. The girls been pushing the school to come, pushing people outside the school to come. So it's been great.
Isn't it great to the family that you see, and you mentioned that other coaches come, football players have come, football coaches will come, basketball and what have you. And I noticed that when I went to the volleyball game, there's just so much, and football games too, and basketball games. I always see y'all at basketball games. I mean, are you amazed by the family, how close-knit family all the coaches are within different sports?
Well, we speak about that every day. AD do a great job with that, about pushing everybody to support everybody. And that's one of the biggest things that I put my team on, and we have to support each other. That's the first. If athletics don't support athletics, who will?
That's right. That's right. All right, so folks, it's time to step up to the plate or step up to the penalty kick and knock it in there, because coming up 2 big games at Jaguar Park on Friday, October 25th. It'll be at 7 o'clock, so you don't have to worry about any of the heat or anything like that, against Mississippi Valley State. And then on Sunday, October 27th at 1 p.m. right there at Jaguar Park against the Alcorn State Braves. So 2 big games, and again, as we mentioned, you can follow all the scores and what have you on GoJagSports.com. And the big game Friday, October 18th, coming up right here against Arkansas Pine Bluff this weekend, and then against at Grambling State. I think it's a nice trip to make it to Grambling State.
Right, it's a great trip. I think we already getting calls about people making to that game, coming out there. They leaving Dallas from the football game, so that's been a great thing. We're waiting to see how many people will come out and show up for that game.
No question about that. All right, when we come back, we're going to be talking to the Agriculture Center. We got a brand new man who's come, and we're going to be telling you about a very, I like talking to the guy on the telephone, and just here just a minute ago, talking about the Agriculture Center over at Southern University. We'll talk more about that. Coach, good luck in this week's games, and again, go Jags, and come support the Jaguar soccer team as they have 5 more big games to go. When we come back, we've got more right here at Schoolboys Restaurant. It's overtime with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics right here on Pelican Sports TV.
The birth of legends are storied in this conference. We must never forget our rich history. We now turn our gaze to the future. The new legends will emerge. New heroes to arise. The Southwestern Athletic Conference. Be our history.
At Roadrunner Towing, we love our God, our children, our nation, and yes, our sports. So let's play ball. Score big when you need a tow, either in East Baton Rouge or West Baton Rouge. Because at Roadrunner Towing, we don't want an arm and a leg. We just want your toes.
Legendary Import Group. Exceptional service and a rare collection. You'll discover the only distinctive auto for the legend in you. We are legendary.
I am legendary.
I'm Team Legendary.
I am legendary.
I am legendary.
Now that's legendary.
Stop by Legendary Import Group today, where our team is honored to serve you. We are legendary.
Legendary Import Group, the only place for legendary care.
The smart Baton Rouge business traveler travels out of Baton Rouge. Why? It's about not having to wake up hours earlier, fight traffic, and stand in long lines. It's also about BTR being closer, more convenient, with non-stops and short hops to anywhere your business takes you. It's smart. So for your business, if it's about being one step ahead and not dead on your feet, then it's about time you flew BTR. Baton Rouge Metro Airport. It's about time.
I can't imagine a day without music. You go downtown, you can find some music. You come uptown, you can find some music. Monday night, they got music. Every night of the week, there's music somewhere. Baton Rouge is a place where it's easy to make friends, it's easy to hear some music, and it's easy to come back. We got the music, we got the food, and we got good people. So with that combination, you can't lose, right?
You ever come to Louisiana?
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's right here, the Overtime Series with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics, right here from Schoolboys Restaurant. And we've got a brand new man on campus, Chancellor Dean of the Southern Agricultural Research and Extension Center, Dr. Orlando McMeans. How you doing, sir?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you.
He and I were off the air talking about the bread pudding. He said, well, I don't know if I can have that bread pudding. I'm trying to watch what I eat. And I told him how good that Overtime Series bread pudding is. Coach Banks has taken control over that, and he's named it after himself.
Okay.
It's that good.
Wow.
And now I think I've changed your mind, huh?
You may have.
Yes, right here at Schoolboys Restaurant. Look, I don't have to twist their arms when they come and want that bread pudding. They'll come and get it, I promise you that.
Yes.
Well, first of all, congratulations here. And tell us now, you were from the Mobile, Alabama area, right?
Yes, I am originally from Mobile, Alabama, specifically Theodore, Alabama, and native, and it's good to be back on flatlands.
That's
so to
right.
speak. Yes.
That's right, because you came from West Virginia.
I was in West Virginia at West Virginia State University, another 1890 land grant for 21 years.
Now, you were thinking about retiring. What made you decide not to retire and come down to Southern University?
Well, I had an opportunity to meet so many individuals from Southern University that were very successful in the areas that I'm in agricultural research and what have you. And so I said that if there was only 2 universities that I would leave West Virginia State to seek employment. One was Alabama A&M, which is my alma mater, and the other one was Southern University, because I was so respectful and desirous of those individuals who have done so much for their university. So those were the only 2 universities. So when this opportunity came before me, I took this opportunity to apply, and here I am, and I'm enjoying it.
Wow. And besides the Southern University with the Spanish marsh trees and the Mississippi River with the bend and the bluffs, it's unbelievable. Alabama A&M is one of my second favorite because of beautiful brick buildings and the hills and what have you there in Huntsville, Alabama. It's a nice setting.
Yes, and by the way, I need to go on record to say this because I was asked that during homecoming, because we play Alabama A&M, and they asked me what jersey would I be wearing. And of course, I'll be wearing Southern University.
There you go.
Representing the Jaguars.
He's got that Southern pin on right there. I'm looking at that already. He's got that Southern pin. I like that.
Yes.
Well, you were telling me research scientist by trade. And like I told you, in high school, every professor I went through in high school would say, I got Chris again. And I barely went through science in high school. But when I got to college, I couldn't learn enough. I enjoyed all the science that I took. It was big classes. I just enjoyed it, and that's something that you do by trade.
Yes, I am a plant scientist, also a genetic engineer, plant molecular biologist by training. And I love STEM, but now we have the new STEM, we call it STEAM now.
Yeah.
So we've added the A, and the A stands for agriculture, or some people call it the arts.
Yeah.
And so I'm a big proponent of that, and I advocate for STEM. Believe it or not, I was terrible in middle school and high school in science, mathematics. It was the area that I struggled in, and so one day it kind of clicked.
Yeah.
And I decided that I wasn't going to make it into the NFL, even though I had college scholarships to play football at about 8 or 9 universities. I also had an academic scholarship, so I decided to do that. And my mother, a single parent of 4, was very true and raw with me. She said, I think you should take that academic scholarship, son.
Oh, yeah.
And I did.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
And I was trying to think, because when I went to college, Jesus and I went to college at the same time. Microbiology. Microbiology got me interested in science.
Yeah.
I loved that. Microbiology was fun. It was a lot of fun. Now, of course, you're here. Ag Center programs. Tell us some of the Ag Center programs you got at Southern University.
Well, we have a number of programs. With any land grant institution, you have what they call a 3-leg or a tripartite mission of research, teaching, and extension. We have excellent academic program and outstanding faculty teaching in 3 departments: family and consumer sciences, agricultural sciences, urban forestry. We also have an outstanding extension program that is second to none, having mobile outreach programs and what have you. And then we also have a research program that is now on the verge of doing research not only in medical marijuana. We're also looking at hemp. I met with the Commissioner Strain today, and we talked about what we're going to do in some research or some things that are promised in hemp research. We're also looking at bringing in new research programs that will pretty much target the region that we're in, and also nationally and internationally. So I'm really happy about where we're heading, but we're endeavoring to diversify our funding portfolio. We're also looking at other research areas that will benefit the stakeholders and communities that we serve, and looking at partnering with LSU on some mutually beneficial research extension as well as academic endeavors. So I'm excited about where we're heading.
You know, I'm excited about him being here. You talk about a gem already. This guy has just got on the job. How long you been on the job now?
3.5 weeks.
3.5 weeks. And one of the first thing he did was not just getting his desk and all that stuff. He contacted the State Agricultural Commissioner, Mike Strahan, who, by the way, won by a landslide in this past election. Why was it important to get to talking to Mike Strahan? And I think that's going to be great for you to work closely with him, and that's an opportunity for Southern to just flourish statewide.
Well, it's imperative that we work with the Agricultural Commissioner and his team, because we have some of the same mutual interests. And those mutual interests all involve serving the citizens and the communities and the surrounding environments that we collectively serve. As a land-grant institution, we are mandated congressionally to deliver such programs. It is the USDA and land-grant institutions are the oldest higher education institutions in this country. Yeah. And so we have and continue to have that mission mandate to serve those communities, and so does the commissioner and the Office of the State Agriculture. So we find that it's easy to have that relationship, but we just have to make sure that we continue to push those collective objectives and goals forward, because all of them are in the best interest of the state of Louisiana.
Well, I tell you what, whether you go to basketball, he's shooting 100%, or whether you go baseball, he's batting 1,000 right now, because another big thing you did was decide to partner with the athletics. Why was it important for you to partner with the athletics at Southern University?
Well, it's always been imperative for me to support student athletes, and then you have to always understand the student comes before the athlete. We need to make sure that these individuals, these young ladies and young men that we are educating beyond their athletics, go out and be able to contribute to society, to be able to provide for their family. And I have always been a supporter of athletics, even for 21 years at West Virginia State University. I also understand that as HBCUs, we have challenges as it relates to fundraising and philanthropy and getting funds to support, because we don't have those type of resources that some of the flagship universities and institutions have. So I will continue to be an advocate. My area will continue to be an advocate, not only as an ag center in college, but me personally, I will also contribute to athletics, because athletics is important not only for those individuals, but the overall morale and for the students. Students look towards athletics to kind of get away from things and kind of look at something different outside of studying, tests, and the other stresses that go with just college and university activities.
So, I mean, when you put that Southern jersey on, it looked like you could still play like linebacker. Everybody tells me linebacker or whatever. What do you think? Me and you, linebacker combo?
I'm good for about a play and a half.
I love it, man. Man, I am so happy to have this guy, Chancellor Dean of Southern Agriculture Research and Extension Center, Orlando Means. Dr. Orlando, thank you so much for being here. Nice to meet you, my friend.
Nice to meet you too, my friend.
And we got to do some more stuff with this, and yeah, we do this every week. You're going to come down, right?
I will do so. All right.
Awesome deal,
right,
man. Good to see you. I tell you what, we found a diamond in the rough with this guy. I cannot wait to see what this guy's going to bring the agricultural programs at Southern University big time. It's going to be unbelievable. All right, when we come back, we got Roman Banks joining us back here, the athletic director, and we'll be able to ask the athletic director a question. That's all coming up right here. It's the Overtime Series with athletic director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar athletics. Back with more on Pelican Sports TV. Good job, man. I told you to do it.
Need to see a doctor fast? Lake Express Check-In lets you get in line online. Visit OLOLRMC.com/express to choose an estimated treatment time at one of our emergency room, urgent care, or physician office locations. A service of Our Lady of the Lake.
Legendary Import Group. Distinguished service and detailed attention. You'll discover the only distinctive auto for the legend in you. Stop by 10660 Coursey Boulevard or phone 225-960-1191.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score. Because we've got the food covered. with hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never ever frozen chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Official chicken of Southern University.
When you play the Louisiana Lottery, you may not see where your dollar goes. To the potential it nurtures. To the future it fuels. But with every dollar you spend, you're supporting K through 12 public education. Even if you don't see the change you're making, our students do. Thank you for giving us a reason to smile.
We're a nation of hardworking Americans, and businesses will always be the lifeline of this great country. As a business owner, you understand the importance of your reputation. In times of uncertainty, you need a real lawyer who's serious about protecting you and your business. You need a problem solver. You need the law firm of Clayton & Fouger. Tony Clayton is a proven trial lawyer. He'll defend you and your business to the fullest extent of the law. Protect your investment and call the law firm of Clayton & Fouger today.
Wranglers, we'd rather sell them than move them.
It's Salisbury's Move and Sale and Jeep Adventure Days.
$3,500 off all Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport S models.
$3,500 off.
Get them now at Salisbury's Chrysler,
Dodge,
Jeep,
and Ram in Baton Rouge.
What's the most important aspect of event hosting? Location. This is something that Bell knew from day one. That's why we're located in downtown Baton Rouge, across from the convention center, close to LSU, and right by the river. So with a friendly staff, award-winning cuisine, and a massive conference center of 10 rooms and 24,000 square feet capable of fitting more than 2,000 guests, what we offer is just as important as where we are.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's overtime series with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics. Got Reggie Flood in the house. Good to see Reggie Flood, one of the biggest supporters of Southern University. Talks on the radio.
Jaguar Journal.
That's right, Jaguar Journal every Saturday morning. You got to check that out. Right now, it's time for our next 7 at Southern University Athletics, and here we go. This week, the Jaguar football team will head to Dallas, Texas for the State Fair Showdown. Well, they'll take on Texas Southern at 2 p.m. from the Cotton Bowl. Soccer will head back on the road to Arkansas Pine Bluff on Friday, October 18th at 4 p.m. Then on Sunday, October 20th against Grambling State at 4 p.m. in Grambling, Louisiana. Cross country will wrap up this season with the Southwestern Athletic Conference Championship on Monday, October 21st in Clinton, Mississippi. And that's your next 7 right here from Southern University. And for more information, go to gojagsports.com. That's gojagsports.com. All right, welcome back, everybody. So you got to check it out. And again, gojagsports.com. Now my next question is, Tiana. Coach Banks, let me ask you, basketball mind, basketball coach, do you think Tiana could get a shot off with Jared Sams-Gardinger?
He'll let her.
Tiana has got our segment, Ask the Athletic Director. Go ahead.
Yes, Chris, we have Jared Sams to ask a question.
Coach, what events are you most excited about during homecoming week?
We got a few events. Really, the overtime series. I'm excited about the overtime series. That's the Friday night before the game where historically, all the student athletes and supporters of Southern University Athletics, the administration, board members, and all come together at one time and mix and mingle right there in the field house on the 3rd floor. It go along. We start at 6 and then finish by 12 or 1 o'clock, and we have a good fun. It's good to see all the athletes come together that played together back in the day, high-fiving, having a good time. you know, the old cheerleaders come back, dancing doll, band members, and all just assemble together. And that's our way from athletics. We say thank you.
And Jared Sam, by the way, going back to Indiana, I believe, for the D-League.
Yeah.
Going back.
Leaving on the 26th.
Great Southern University player.
Representing us very well.
That's right. And his mom and dad are always here.
Great supporters. Been knowing each other a long period of time. Class act guy. And we're thankful for what he did at Southern University, and we wish him all the luck in his professional career.
I think Tiana could fake him out pretty well and do a finger roll.
Think she can get it off and shoot it over the goal?
That's right. Well, I tell you what, we got so many things. This is the busiest time for sports almost in a way. So a lot of things are on GoJackSports.com. And by the way, a new website will be taken over soon. That's why we can't update it as much as we want to. A new website will be coming, and it's going to look very nice. So that, and then you brought it up perfectly in all the meetings that we've been in, so that families that are in California or wherever they are in the nation can look at their young son or daughter on their pictures on the website.
Yeah, I just think that we need to make sure that we're promoting our student athletes, and so we had to change our website to go with a more current and more efficient website that we think is going to give us a chance to advertise and tell our story from athletics. And you know, this is historic when your kids and your grandkids and all went to the same institution you're going to, playing sports behind you. We want to be able to put that story out there so people can know who they are. And so I think that's very important. So while we're going through this transition, we ask that everybody bear with us, but it's going to be much better for the future.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of, we've looked at the outlines of that, Tiana and all of our staff.
Tiana, all y'all, that's y'all deal.
It looks nice.
On y'all.
I'm excited. I can't wait to put the stats in there. The stats are going to be great for basketball, for all the soccer, volleyball, everything.
Yeah, and we'll be able to do some cool things about going live, clicking on, being able to go in and watch a game from a live screen standpoint, which would be much better, or audio cast or whatever we're going to do. So I'm very appreciative that we're getting this opportunity for our student athletes. It's all about the student athletes at the end of the day. I spoke to the SGA the other day. We want to do whatever we can to enhance this university as it relates to athletics being the front door, the front porch for everybody to see it, because it's all about getting that excitement, and it's all about us continuing to build on the legacy of the university and bringing other students to our campus.
Man, I'm telling you this right now, you're killing me. You know, I've been on a diet. I've lost 36 pounds now, and you put this Overtime Series bread pudding in my face. It's just swimming with this rum sauce or whatever.
True
that
rum
is unbelievable.
Sauce. True rum sauce. It's an unbelievable taste, but I was nice. I told them make sure that they bring something out for you. I know you're on your diet. And so they brought out this blackened shrimp salad for you so you won't feel so bad. And I could take these two right with me and give you that.
You wouldn't let me take them if I wasn't on a diet. It is unbelievable. And this is, like I said, I love that shrimp salad, blackened shrimp salad. That is unbelievable. Put me some good ranch dressing on that. That is absolutely unbelievable. But you got to see this. I want to see Dr. Oliver over there, Orlando rather, getting into that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna hand him one of these and let him try it out. He's gonna be hooked from that point on.
That's right. All right, we'll be back again next week. It's Overtime Series with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics.
Dallas, we coming at you.
Pelican Sports TV. Bye-bye.